Alright then, finally, I made this guy spawn. Last time he wasn't here, so I figured out what the problem was. The problem is that we didn't exhaust all of his dialogue. Of course, because that is how Dark Souls NPCs work. If you don't finish talking to them, they just sit there. Forever. Just forever. But how are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Well, let me tell you, I had to run back over to where this guy was last time. I had to talk to him just so he can tell me, hey, I'm looking for the purging monument, so if you find it, let me know. And then he teleports over here, waiting for me to tell him where the purging monument is. So let's go ahead and talk to this boy and you know, let him know where it is.
And here we are again. How goes things? I'm rather running in circles, I'm afraid. I can't find the purging monument. And I've searched high and low. What if it was never here in the first place? Oh, bloody hell. What do I know?
Speak of the purging monument. So now we can tell him where it is, and he can gain his memories back, or we could just tell him we don't know where it is, in which case he will sit comfortably in this chair and not move until we have defeated all the bosses in this DLC, in which case he'll go insane and then die. But we're not going to do that. We're going to tell him where it is so he can get his memories back. Now Lap, as I've told you, is an adorable boy, and I love him. So I'm going to tell him where it is.
Are you certain of that?
I am.
Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank
Such
you.
a sweetie, this boy.
Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all.
He's such a good boy, you know?
If you would...
He's just such a sweetie. He has the voice of an angel, doesn't he? He has such a lovely voice. He's just a cutie patootie, you know? I'd give him a smooch. He's sitting comfortably. He's so comfortable in that chair. If only he had spawned there when I wanted him to. You know, it would be smart of me to jump down there. But it would be smarter if I just, you know, went back and didn't have to deal with them. So we have to go. Is that Onion Boy? No, that is not Onion Boy. He died. So definitely not Onion Boy. This is a new character made just for the DLC. He's a sweetie. Well, Lap is, yeah. Made just for the DLC. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna explore this swamp. Because it's large and stinky and full of disgusting bugmen. Spoilers, Tony. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't spoil people on Lap's story. No, well... It's okay. I told you guys about Onion Boy, you know? Why are there no more Christian streams? Because I had finished all of the videos he made up to a certain point, and that means it's done. Even if he releases new stuff, that means it's done until I decide to do it again. He's basically on break as of now. Well, it's easier to say I'm on break, you know? I can't do Christian all the time or I go insane. So we're taking a break, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. And then we will be back to doing those streams. So for now we have these. Everyone dies in Dark Souls. Yeah, I mean, everyone does die, but there are select few boys who are special. Did you just squirt cum on me? That was literally disgusting. Oh, please. Alright, he whipped it. These little ones are obnoxious. They chase you around and kill you. Alright, so that's a big boy, and I really don't want to fight that big boy. But I'm gonna have to go past him, which is a problem. How is that sword not melted by now? Well, it's not really a sword that can melt, you know? It's not made of any sort of metal. Oh god. Fuck you. It's not a sword that's made of metal, it's a sword that's made of just pure fire. And much like a fire Pokemon, it doesn't really burn you if it chooses not to, is the way I choose to look at it. This guy is obnoxious. Hey! Hey, okay. Well, you can whiff your attack all day, I don't care. Alright, well... he's being obnoxious. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. I really don't want to fight him. After the break, are we gonna do... Well, I can't really tell you what's gonna happen after the break. That's a thing that just sort of... you'll see, you know? It would be spoilers if I told you what I was gonna stream before doing so, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be patient, that's the way this shit works. Oh, Christ. The blacksmith does not have to die, which I'm happy about, says V-Roy. I mean, the blacksmith doesn't ever die, really. He's in Dark Souls 1 and 3, and he just kind of lives forever. A lot of people like to speculate that he's some sort of immortal god, or like the creator of the world itself. I don't know, people have some really ridiculous theories about him, and to be honest, I never really read up on any of them because they just all seemed to be equally as ridiculous to me. So I never really bothered, you know, like, it just didn't make sense to me. White birch bow. I heard this bow is not very good, but I've never used it, so... Your health bar is more than half the screen. I know, right? What happened to the Let's Read? Is it cancelled? It's not cancelled, it's just on a very long hiatus. Very, very long hiatus. Yeah, my health bar is humongous, because if I don't have a shield, I need to be able to take damage if I can't roll out of the way. Here's the thing about my character, is that I don't have a shield, nor do I have max stamina. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm not sitting with 40 stamina, which is the soft cap. I'm sitting on a solid 26, which is actually not a thing that people should do ever. Generally, no matter what build you do in this game, whether it be caster or melee, you will run with 40 stamina. That's just a basic, you know, thing that you do. So, it's a little weird. I like to pretend that the sword is made of pure hate. You know, that's a good way to look at it. Okay, so this little area over here has a nifty item in it. The unfortunate thing about this little chapel is that these clerics are everywhere. And I'm pretty sure if I aggro one, I aggro all of them. I hear a bird, or not a bird, a bug. Okay, he's over there, he's just doing stuff, I guess. Okay. That little combo instantly kills him, and it doesn't aggro the other ones. Okay, that's good to know. Ah, not fast enough in the draw. Alright, bud, come on. Alright. Blacksmith is the ultimate life form. He might as well be. He might as well be. I don't know, people have such ridiculous theories about him, like that he's the creator of everything, and that, like, he made the entire world, which is why he can never die, and that's why he keeps making weapons, so that people can, like, I don't know, go through his world, because he wants to see people go through his world with his weapons, or so, like, I don't even understand half of it, to be honest. So if you pick up this item, it is an infinite amount of throwing knives, this particular item that I picked up. It is basically just nothing but infinite throwing knives, but it takes mana to use it, or focus points, or whatever the fuck they're called in this game. Everybody just calls it mana. But seriously, it's my sword Red Hot Chili Pepper, basically, yeah. It just doesn't, he wants to wheel and deal. Oh man, buddy, you're pulling out some Dark Souls 2 memes, and let me tell you, if you pull those out, people get upset. Even though I like Dark Souls 2. So I bet you're thinking, man, we're in this swamp level at the end of the world. Of all the things that could show up, of all the things that could show up at the end of the game, what would be here? What has showed up in every single Dark Souls game? It's an enemy. I'll give you a hint. It's an enemy that has showed up in every fucking game. Like, it's not even necessary to be in 2 of them. You know. I've seen people do some Dio cosplays using these infinite knives, though. What is that? What is that over there? Can you make that out in the distance? What does that look like? Way over yonder. It could be anything. Who knows? The Capra demons? Nope, they haven't been in every single game. What could it possibly be? I'll just tell you. I'll give you such a good hint, I'll fucking tell you. It's goddamn Ornstein. Again. For the 4th time. Count it. 4th time Ornstein is here. Like, why, though? Like, what? Ow! Yeah, like, is there even a purpose? Is there even a purpose for this boy to be here? The answer is not really. No. But he's here yet again. He's a fan favorite. The developers also really like him, I guess. I don't know. But he's here again, performing for you. If you know the words, you can say him too. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh! He's got a moderate amount of style and somewhat grace. This boy's got a silly face. Alright, come on. Come on. And he's down. He's the Meta Knight of the series, Tony. He's not the Meta Knight, I don't know. Not overpowered. He's like the Shadow the Hedgehog of the series, you know? Like, it's unnecessary for him to be in every game. But, like, he is, you know? You know, what? Like, why? Why is Ornstein even here? There's literally no reason for it. He does give you his armor, but he gives you a different version of his armor from the regular version, so that's pretty nifty. Where is it? If I could just find it somewhere. Ah, come on. It aggravates me that that version of the... Is it just me, but I feel like it's annoying that this version of the armor isn't next to the other version of Ornstein's armor. So here it is over here, the Iron Dragon Slayer helm. Where's the items? Stark melted iron helm of the ancient Dragon Slayer armor. The armor, defeated by the champion of Ash and Lothric, was left ages to rust until it slipped into an abyssal swamp, where it was possessed once again by the memory of the hunt. You know, like, why? Wasn't Meta Knight Latino in the Kirby cartoon? Okay, I gotta be honest with you. We can all agree that 4Kids is hot trash. Everybody knows that. But the 4Kids dub of Kirby was actually kind of alright. Not that it was good, but their choices for accents were acceptable. Meta Knight sounding like a Latino for some reason just fit for me, and I don't know why. It's weird. He's the Knuckles of the series. He's the Stan Lee cameo. He's, you know... He really is. He's in everything, and I really don't know why. Because it's not like Ornstein is this super important character that needs to be in every game, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. He was significant in Dark Souls 1, which is why people remember him. Also, his boss fight was a two-part fight. It was a good fight. It was challenging. If anybody had never done it before except for me, I beat it on my first try without really trying. I don't know how. That's always something that confused me. But there's just no reason for him to be in this one. In Dark Souls 2, they at least gave a reason. In Dark Souls 2, they at least sort of gave a reason. They were like, oh, he's here because, like, that fake version of him in Dark Souls 1, well, here's the real one. He's been here the whole time in Dark Souls 2. And I was like, okay, I can buy that. I can buy that, but, like, you know, it's still bullshit. Use the derpy hooves of Dark Souls. Let me tell you, I'm enjoying these It's the blank of Dark Souls. I love when people describe things as it's the Dark Souls of blank, because Garfield Kart posted a tweet that said Garfield Kart is the Dark Souls of kart racers. And I just really love to describe everything as the Dark Souls of something. It's very amusing to me. He's here because he's cool. That's literally it. That's literally it, yeah. Don't get me wrong, like, I love him. He's cool as fuck, so... But still, he doesn't need to be here, you know what I'm saying? They could have just had someone resurrect him. Like, he doesn't even get... He's not even a boss. He's a mini-boss. He's just over there for some reason. Like, there's no real explanation or cause of why he's there. I mean, it tells me... It says that after being defeated, the armor fell into the swamp, but, like, that's... I don't know, that just feels a little dumb as fuck, if I had to be honest. Oh, Jesus, he summoned the archers. The worst possible thing to have to deal with, ever. Stop. 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 Oh, I thought that was an item. I was debating whether or not it was an item. Oh god, the wizards too. Okay, so I'm hoping he doesn't summon archers again and I could just kill this guy. Oh no! The literal worst thing! Okay, alright, alright, alright. I don't really need to kill him. Ow. Fuck. Hammer Bro is the best thing to have to fight against because I can just dodge it super easily. Alright, he's down. Good. I don't think he drops anything now. I think he drops like poop. Oh, Hidden Blessing. I meant on his corpse, but I mean, I guess I got that. So we can go to the bonfire, get our shit back, and then, you know, we're done. That was it. Who is that tall boy? That tall boy is the Arbiter. There's two of them for some reason. You know? There's two Arbiters for some reason. The Arbiter was a giant who defeated an entire army of people who all wore a specific set of armor, which is called the Rune armor, which is pretty much the best looking armor from Dark Souls 2. In my opinion, it's my favorite from the second game, so I really love this armor. I'm glad it made a reappearance in the DLC here. So an army who wore this armor was defeated by that giant, and that giant basically cursed their souls to fight for him because they hated giants or some shit. And he was like, well, now you're just gonna do as I say, fuck you. So that's who he is, and there's two of them for some reason. I would have loved if there was just the one, and if you killed him, he was gone forever, but they decided to put another one right in the middle of the swamp for some reason, so it kind of detracts from how cool the first one is, you know? Like, the first one is just like a mystery, and you're like, what is that? Why am I taking so much damage? Oh, it's these archers, but like, you know, but then he's just over here, and he's just like a regular enemy, and that's lame. You know, he's like the Capra. He is literally the Capra demon of Dark Souls 3. I just realized he is quite literally the Capra demon of this game, where he's a nifty boss fight, and then, or like something cool, and then all of a sudden he's just gone, like, or he's just back again. Like, why? You know, there's like three of them. Are there three? No, I could have sworn there's only two of these arbiters. I'm pretty sure it's just three. Oh man, someone's cosplaying as Chad Zembingsenton. I get it, because you're a zombie. That is actually fantastic. Of all the people you could be cosplaying. So that dragon is gonna jump down and breathe fire on this entire bridge, so I need to quickly get to the other end of it before dying. Oh, I forgot. There's no way to avoid the first round of fire. So that is entirely on me. The second round of fire, however... Oh! Oh! Can easily be avoided by just going in here. And these guys just don't take fire damage, which is bullshit. Oh god, why? Stop, stop, stop! Okay. So I don't think there's anything here. Just the items. Alright, so we should probably wait for him to do another round of fire and then go. Ah, shit. I can finally watch my PC to watch stuff. Oh, that's great. Finally use my PC to watch stuff. That's great. I'm sorry that it broke. Alright. Okay. I really hope I don't die again. Oh god, where is it? Where's the little dip? Where's the dip? There should have been a dip! Oh god! Shit! Oh god, no. Okay, well... that was right on my face. That was just terrible. Okay, well, the only good thing is if we come through this way, it should trigger a cutscene. Emphasis on should trigger a cutscene. That doesn't mean it necessarily will. I actually don't know where the cutscene triggers. Oh, I think it triggers way over there. Yeah, it's over there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no! Oh, shit, I forgot about this. Oh, you're getting invaded. You get invaded here. That's what happens. Oh, and there's spoopy skeletons here, too. You get invaded by a very familiar spirit. which is fun, but also not fun. He's right over here. Nope, that's a ghost, actually. So he's right up there, then. Oh! I thought you were getting up, my guy. I didn't know you were just already ready to go. Ready Freddy. Where is this invader? I know he's like right over here waiting for me. He's probably waddling down the stairs really menacingly. Okay. Shit. Come on now. Come on now. Alright, well the good thing is that this guy isn't really programmed to use his shield, I say, as he pulls out his shield. So it's easy to cheese him with melee, or with ranged. Also doesn't have enough stamina. There we go. That guy looks familiar, right? Easy peasy. And we got a bunch of our Estus back, which is good shit. Let's head back the way we came. So this little catacombs type of... you know, this area is actually literally the catacombs from Dark Souls 1. If you guys have ever played Dark Souls 1 and know what the catacombs look like, this is actually just the catacombs. I'm not even kidding. Alright, let me see if I can get a good view. It's literally it. Like, it's just bits and pieces of the catacombs thrown together because this DLC is just nothing but, you know, mishmashed pieces of shit. This chat, I know I shouldn't be surprised, but what's wrong with it? Well, my chat is a weird place, but it's also fun as fuck. Oh my god. Let's go this way. And then I think you're supposed to turn around. Well, going that way is a bad idea. You're supposed to go this way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is where I started. So we gotta go this way. Alright, alright. Hello! Well, here's our boy Lap. Waiting again. If you talk to Lap and tell him to go find his memories, he meets you here in the catacombs. So...
Oh, finally, you've come. Now I know exactly who I was. And for that, I've a little thanks to be giving. Go this way and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. It'll change your life.
Well, there we go. So if we talk to this boy, we go over here, and then it triggers the cutscene. Everyone's favo.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
A fine Dark Souls 3, the Ringed City DLC. Ooh, so... yeah, so Lap was actually just Patches the entire time. He was just Patches who lost his memory the entire time. Hence why he was a dick and kicked us off the ledge. That's the plot twist. Yeah, it's not that Lap was evil. Lap never existed. Lap was never a character who existed. He was just Patches the entire time. Ah, it's a skeleton. You bet it is. You did it. Ooh, a title drop. I know, right? Fucking Patches ruins everyone's day again. Everyone was so excited. Everyone was like, man, Tony, you're really talking up Lap. He's so nice. And then, whoopsie-woo, turns out he's just Patches, and he's mean. I'm sorry to have ruined your day if I did. Alright, so where are my undead hunter charms? Just gonna throw another of these boys on there just because I'm really not in the mood to fight one of these. No. There we go. Evil Eye plus 3, which is not that good. Nothing I really need anyway. Oh god. Let's... Should we go that way? Yeah, that way. No, wait. Well, yeah, well, do we want to go that way is the question. Do I want to go that way is the question of the day. And I believe the answer is no. We are not going to go that way as of yet. We're going to go this way and deal with these skeleton boys and continue forward along our path. Who is this Patches boy? Patches is an evil character who has showed up in most of the Dark Souls games, not in 2. He's essentially a wacky trickster. Every time you meet him, he kicks you down some sort of ledge. He'll tell you that there's treasure, and then he kicks you down some dangerous ledge that's just full of shit trying to kill you. And then when you talk to him about it later, he's like, "Oh, no, buddy, that wasn't me. That was my twin brother, Latches." You know, like, he'll tell you some bullshit about who it really was. You know, it's just a load of shit. He's just a wacky trickster. He was also in Bloodborne. Was he? I think you're right, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was also in Bloodborne. You're correct. Is this the right way? I really want to get that, that item. You know, there's an item on one of these ledges, and I just don't quite remember how to acquire it. Right over there. So I just fall down this way? No, that ain't it. How do we fall down that way, and then... Okay, I think I see now. Okay, so we fall down this way. And then we go down this way. And that is all of Lap's clothing, which is good because it's actually one of my favorite armor sets in the game. I think Lap's armor looks so cool. I don't know what it is. Here's the thing about Lap's armor, though. So I take it Dark Souls is basically just meddling with people's lives. It's essentially... people meddling with your characters' lives, because pretty much it's two parts. It's one part you meddling with everyone else and then they die even if you're helping them, and then them meddling with you and then them dying because they can't fight you effectively. So the thing about Lap's armor is that I really love it. I love its design. I love the way the pieces flow into each other. The problem with it is that none of the pieces really work unless you're wearing the armor together. They all look like hot shit if you're wearing them by themselves. The helmet can only work with very specific pieces of armor. And I'll explain to you why. It has a ginormous, like, shoulder guard, right? So it has a ginormous shoulder guard that only appears on certain clothing. So, like, clothing like this, you get a big shoulder guard, and it just doesn't fit unless you're wearing the armor. And if you're wearing something that isn't that, it loses the shoulder guard, but then it has this huge gap. Oh, it's the fucking worst. So if you're not wearing the armor with itself, like, you're really just in for a shitty time. And I hate it. Top 10 anime betrayals. You thought Lap was the newest cutie boy. You thought he was the newest boy, but he wasn't. He had been a boy before. Oh god. I think if I jump up here, I'll be safe. Actually, no, I think I just have to keep going. Nope. That was incorrect. Incorrect thing to do. So this is Dark Eater Midir, the last dragon in all of Dark Souls. Now, he's a bit of a rude boy, as you can plainly see, and if we kill him on this bridge, then we can actually engage him in a boss fight, but we cannot do that before beating him on this bridge. Now the issue with that... Oh! Is that he's a little difficult. He's admittedly a little challenging. He also has many phases of his fight. Ow. I did not mean to walk into that. He basically has a second phase of his fight in which he lashes out. Oh god, he's also immune to fire damage, which makes this a little hard. He might take more dark damage. I'm not sure. I really don't know if he takes more dark damage. That's 49. Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna shoot his laser now, which does a zillion damage. Okay, well he doesn't take dark damage, so that would explain why he's called the Dark Eater. He just eats it for breakfast. No fun at all. Ow. Shit. He's just a genuinely rude guy. You know, and that lady asked us to find him, and we found him. But he'll stay on this bridge forever until we actually take him off of it, which is really not fun. Look at that. Look at that whittling down on this guy. He doesn't even give a shit. Well, he is about to do that directly down, and then shoot his laser over this way. Take that opportunity to hit him some more. Realistically speaking, the hollow infantry armor should be the best armor in the game. Oh, there are pieces of armor that are better designed to actually function as armor in this game. And then there's armor that's just designed to look fucking cool, like the oh shit. Okay, well, he's about to go into phase 2. I really don't know why he hasn't yet. Pretty sure he's about to be honest. Oh! Ah! No! No! No. That was awful. The Gapeson is the real name of it, and it's the most effective medieval armor ever made. Is that true? That's so cool. I never knew that. No, I mean, a lot of the armor in this game is based directly off of the armor in Berserk, and I'm pretty sure the armor in Berserk is actually researched to function as normal armor. Not all of it, mind you, but I was under the impression a large majority of it was, which is very cool. Oh god, that was awful. Most of your deaths in Dark Souls are pretty much gonna come from just rolling off trying to dodge big hits. It really is. Like, it's sad, but that's just the way it works. Okay, well, let's see if I can hit him with range again. It didn't go so well last time, but okay, there we go. So that purpley beam thing is actually part of this boss fight too. And if he hits you with that, you're basically dead. It's fucking strong, right? It's very fucking strong. Oh god. But, much like his regular boss fight, these patterns are pretty predictable for the most part. It takes like an hour to do everything. Oh! That's really it. It's pretty much every fight in Dark Souls. You just poke their... their legs until they die. Look at... Oh god, no. Sprint! Don't waddle slowly. You need to be sprinting. Thank you. It's probably more effective if I just do this. Like, not using ranged on him. Hit him sometimes over there. Do not speed waddle, for the love of God. You want to sprint and instead waddle quickly. Alright, well, I've got him fairly low. Yeah, there we go. Now he gets mad. And he's definitely not gonna light everything on fire for a zillion damage. Definitely not. Oh wait, nope, there he goes. Ow, shit. Alright, now he resumes being a rude boy. Run, 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 run. Okay, that fire's done. Time for the lasers. Okay. That flailing move normally kills half the people who try to do this fight. And then you stab him in the fucking face. And then he dies. He doesn't. He falls down this large hole, which is where the actual boss fight is. Oh, man. I wonder what dragon meat would taste like. I actually have a like a stuffed animal. It came in a can. It's a can that says dragon meat, and it's got like, it looks like a piece of like ham that was cut, but it looks like dragon meat. It's got like scales all over it. And when you open the can, it's got like a tiny dead dragon in it. It's pretty adorbs. It's one of my things that I have on my shelf. I have just a shelf full of tons of knickknacks and shit like that. You're being rude, my guy. Stop guarding the best spell in the game. You're being rude. Alright, so this thing right here. I'm kidding, it's this thing right here. So this spell, Lightning Arrow, was shown in the trailers and images for this DLC. And every fucking person has wanted to use it. It's so good. It is actually super good. So let me... the few female knights who served in the Age of the Gods used this miracle for dragon slaying. Draw a lightning bow to fire a lightning arrow. It is actually just a bow and arrow made of lightning, and it's fucking good. It is so good for PvP and for regular PvE. It completely makes faith builds viable, unless they've nerfed it since last I played. But it is actually top tier. I am so happy it's in the game because it's legit just hype as fuck. It just makes you feel so cool to use. You know, you just feel so fucking cool using it. And that is a picture of Gwyn. Now, or a statue of Gwyn with the first pygmy. And I bet you're thinking, man, this is a really important piece of lore, you know? Like, this is the Lord of Cinders himself giving the first, like, human a crown and an item. What item is gonna be there, you know? Like, what could that be, possibly? It must be something good, right? Definitely not something fucking dumb. It totally wouldn't be something dumb. That would just be ridiculous. Well, we'll see. We'll see in a second what it could possibly be of all the things. Ah, there it is. Alright, so it's right here. So there's a few things in this little area over here. If we go this way, there is an ember, and I believe it's this one? Yeah, there's a pathway there which we're not going to deal with for a while. Is it human? Is it rubbish? Okay, I'll give you a hint as to what this could possibly fucking be. Get good. That is your hint. Get fucking good. You know? That's your fucking hint. What rings you got, bitch? What fucking rings you got, bitch? That's it. See you later, Sam. Thanks for dropping by. But that's your fucking hint. Guess what this is? This important piece of Dark Souls history featured here. I would laugh my ass off if it was the fucking Father's Mask. Guess what? It's the Chloranthy Ring +3. Of all the goddamn things that are gonna... It's the fucking Chloranthy Ring +3. Like, really? You couldn't put something a little more significant? You couldn't have put the Father's Mask, or like a spell, or like literally anything else? I mean, come on. Come on, really? It just gets me every time. Like of all the goddamn things they're gonna put there, it's the fucking stamina ring that everybody uses no matter what build they have. It's the fucking stamina ring that's in every fucking character build of this game. Like, Christ. How fitting. My god. I would've loved anything else, really. The Father's Mask would've really made me a happy guy, but I guess I can live with that. Oh! So this guy! You see how he's wielding two swords? You see those two swords over there? So those are the paired knight greatswords. They are a dual-wielded greatswords that your character can loot from this particular enemy. And I believe there's another enemy in the game that also has the sword, but he only spawns after meeting this one. So this is the first one, if I recall. This sword, when this DLC released, was so broken that it had to be nerfed after like a week or two. And I don't know if you guys know this, but FromSoft generally does not release patches for fixing weapons or nerfing things or doing anything really. Like, they're very infrequent with their patches for the most part, and normally after releasing a DLC, they'll just let the DLC sit for a little bit. This thing was so fucking broken that they had to put out a patch. They had to. Let me explain to you what this thing did. It used no stamina, really. It used barely any stamina for what it did. It spun around 720 degrees because it spun you like a fuckload of times. There was no way to dodge it. You couldn't roll through it. You couldn't shield it because if you tried to shield it, they would attack you so hard. So fucking hard it would break your shield. It would spin them around you and hit you through your shield from behind because it did so much fucking damage. It did a zillion damage. There was just no way to fight it. Even if you were a ranged character, you couldn't fight them. Even if you were ranged, you couldn't fight them because the sword would fling them a mile per minute if they wanted it. They would just fucking fly out a zillion miles per second and just land on top of you and kill you. And there was only one thing that could fight it. One fucking thing, and that was the Great Door Shield. Because all you would do is equip this fucking door, right? You would just equip the door. No. You would just equip the fucking door and just push into them like this. You would just do that non-stop, and that was the only way. You would just do this and just charge into them because that was the only way you could live. Because that was the only fucking shield that was straight. It took 2 shields to fucking fight this thing, and I'm still salty about it. Oh, I'm real salty about it. Oh god. Dang, I landed it. The only upside is they've nerfed it since, and it's actually not as good anymore, which is nice. I just have to... Look at that! Look at the range on that! There's actually more range on that than is currently shown on the sword. Like, players have more range than the enemies, too. Okay, drop your shitty swords. Yeah, thanks. Like, fuck, dude. It's probably not that bad. It was actually that bad. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It was that bad. But they've nerfed it since. It's actually not very good now. It's a pretty standard sword. It's actually pretty easy to counter now, since they've nerfed it. So that's nice, you know? There we go. It's pretty easy to counter, so that's a good thing. I feel like I should teleport back and get all my Estus back. This is actually a really, really cool fight over here. It's a boss fight that we're about to do inside this church. Now this church is a boss fight, and it is also a covenant. Oh, oopsie. By the king's decree, none may disturb our mistress's slumber. Alright. What's more anime, those swords or the Watcher Greatsword? Those swords. Everybody called it the Animu weeaboo shit. So this church is guarded by a giant, and he really doesn't like us going in here.
Turn back, unknowing visitor. By the king's decree.
You know I'm an attention whore. I notice all my children. even if I don't comment to them. Alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in. This giant keeps telling us to leave. But fuck it, I'm just gonna open the door. So this boss fight is pretty cool. It's a boss fight that actually summons players to fight you. So, it's pretty cool. The unfortunate thing is that they actually nerfed this boss fight, and now it's harder for the players who are summoned in to actually win. Also, if you summon any help whatsoever, you're pretty much guaranteed a victory, because it's just 3 people against 1 guy. It's really not that fair. It's really not fair at all. Ooh. See ya later, Rhett. Also Chad. Alright. So let's go in. Oh, this guy's doing a cosplay! Sort of. He's missing the helmet, but I appreciate the effort. So that's the giant. If you go and fight him, then he'll fight you. If you just stand still, he'll actually just go away. So there's not really a purpose to fighting him, but people like to fight him anyway for some strange reason. It's really just unnecessary damage you're taking if you get hit by him, though. But he does die in like 3 hits, so it doesn't even matter. Spear of the Church. Make haste. So this is the Spear of the Church fight. It is a very difficult fight if you're not prepared to do it, even after the nerf. So it summons 2 things. It summons an actual player character to fight, but it also summons these little painted guardians, and the painted guardians are a problem. As you can see, this is Eustace Badge, an actual player character fighting right now, which is really fucking cool. Basically, he's probably just gonna run away until it summons another guy. Hey, Buddo. It'd be a shame if I hit you with all my magic. Now, the little painted guardians that it summons are actually they heal the player, so it's important to be fighting these guys as well as the boss, because the boss cannot heal himself without the guardians. Oh, and one of my boys died. Oh! That phantom range. I just didn't roll out of that in time. That fight used to be harder. It really depends on who's summoned to fight you also. If somebody gets summoned in and they're bad, like, you just win. You just win the fight. It's hilarious. Alright, let's go human again. Actually, I'll wait in case I take damage from the ring knight. So, I'll probably do that covenant a little bit just to show you guys what it is. So essentially what it is you are summoned in as the Spear of the Church. You get a passive, like, those little glowy orbs around them. That is a passive ability that just spawns and it will automatically attack enemies. You also have increased health, I believe, and maybe increased stamina. I'm not sure on the stamina thing. And you also get certain items that do different things depending on your standing in the covenant. For example, I believe it's right over here. Yes, the Ritual Spear Fragment. This does different things depending on your standing in the guild or the covenant. It basically summons a row of spears. You can see when that guy spawned in, that spear row hit me. So you just walk by him, I guess. That spear row is bigger, depending on how well you're doing. So, summon in some help again. That guy was actually good, so I'll summon him one more time. This guy... Unbreakable Patches! I don't even care if he's shit. I'll fucking summon Patches in, why not? I didn't even know you could summon him for this fight, that's hilarious. It's actually a really fun and unique idea for a fight, I gotta be honest. It's just kind of iffy whether or not you're gonna breeze through it. It really depends, it's like a duel, you know? It's like a duel. Well, there's Patches, he has a very good spear. He's basically just Lap. He's Lap from the last fight. Oh, my doggo is barking. Oh god, why is this guy fighting? He just leaves if you let him. We don't even have to kill him. I mean, we can. Alright. Use the OP swords, my dude. I don't want to use OP swords to win my fights. Eat shit. Leave Patches alone. Actually, no, you should be hitting Patches. Ooh, nice. Is it the same guy? It's the same fucking guy, isn't it? No, he's just running the same gear, I guess. Hey, my guy. Oh, I see you're running the weeb swords. That's nice. Hey, Guardians. Ow, ow, ow. Ho! Oh! Oh, relentless in their assault of me. But not enough to even kill me. Oh, shit. When you put it like that, buckaroo, I guess it could be a whole lot worse. Oh, God. He summoned... Ouch, Jesus, he summoned the literal spears of the church. Oh! Hey! I whiffed it. I mean, he whiffed it, I should say. Did Patches just parry? I think Patches just parried right now. Oh, oh no. Oh god, why? I must heal. Patches, just fight the Guardians for me. Oh god, there's two of them, which means if one of them starts healing, Patches is not going to be smart enough to fight them. Oh no! He went through it. No, he's being healed! Patches, do literally anything! Literally anything, Patches, please! Oh god, why? Oh no! Alright, he's gonna wait until he's healed, which means... if I just do that, no! Oh! No! Patches! You're so fucking good! How did he win? Oh Christ, he was so good at tanking. I'm sweating. You can get a slab and you get a fucking item. Oh god. Patches is too good. He's too good. Lucky usually barks when there's someone at the door. Nah, Lucky just barks. Around this time, the neighbors go out to take their kids to, like, daycare. So Lucky barks whenever they go over to bring their kids out. Holy shit. Oh my god. Nah, Lucky's A-okay. He's right over there, I can see him doing his thing. He's way at the end of the hall. Why are you way at the end of the hall? He came down the stairs. Lucky only borks like once. Does Lucky hate children? Lucky is a rescue dog from Missouri who was abused immensely. So he doesn't really like anybody who isn't me or people in my family. He's a loving, adorable dog who very much loves his family. Look at that view. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful view. But hates literally everybody else. He barks at children, old ladies, babies. He picks fights with any dog that is bigger than him. He doesn't attack small dogs. He loves picking fights with big doggos. He barks at everything. Normally he just sits at our door and just barks at anybody who walks by. He's a good boy. He was so lonely yesterday because I had been out for a lot of the day because I was out on an adventure. So when I got home, he was very lonely, so he sat on my lap for like 5 hours while I played video games and edited my work. Would we like to touch her shell, boys? I don't know. Lucky defends Tony. He really does, though. If you try to hug me, then he freaks the fuck out. He actually doesn't freak out too bad, because he, like, Lucky considers me the alpha of the house, so he knows that if somebody is hugging me, it's okay. Like, I'm fine. He only barks a little bit. If somebody tries to hug my little sister, he freaks the fuck out, though, because he tries to protect her, because she's small. Alright, let's touch her. Let's give her a touch, guys. I'm sure everything will be fine once we just give her a touch. Nothing wrong could possibly happen here. Except for literally everything. No, I didn't know it would do that. I'm sorry. Please don't be sad, Philionor. Now, Philionor is supposed to be sleeping forever. And now she's waking up. So... it's a little bad. This is a little bit of a bad time, admittedly. Oh, goodness. She's dead. We killed her. That was it. Is that not sad? Remember how I said everything looks so pretty? I lied. It's actually shitty. This is in reality what the end of the world actually looks like. This little illusion here. So she was basically keeping up the illusion that the Ring City looked like this, when in reality it looks like this. This is quite literally the end of the world, which is very sad. So this is actually a boss fight. This entire area is actually a boss fight. Over there is the throne room of the furtive pygmies who contain the Dark Soul. Here's one of them now. Let's give him a talk. Let's talk to him. He looks like a real nice guy. Let's...
Philionor, help me. Please. The Red Hood is come to eat us. To eat our dark soul.
So this guy will literally just waddle his ass all the way over there and then die. Or we could just kill him here. Bye, bud. Only 12 swords? 12 swords. 12 souls? Jesus. Step your shit up. It's a fucking desert. Yeah, you'd expect the end of the world in Dark Souls to be some sort of large, intense thing, right? No, it's just a big ash-covered desert. So here's that other guy. He's just here. This area has a couple things in it. It's got one invader, it has this boy, it has that pygmy, and then it has the boss fight. This guy just waddles around aimlessly over here. It's a little weird. He's kind of just here, I guess, because FromSoft wanted to have an enemy over here as a secret. He drops an item. He doesn't really serve a purpose beyond dropping the item, actually. In fact, he has none beyond that. He just drops a Titanite slab, which is good. So, here's the thing, guys. At this point in the series, in terms of streaming, I could go over there and fight the final boss of the game, and then do some other stuff. But there is one more boss fight. There is one more boss fight. Tony, no. You guys, I don't know why you guys are surprised at this point when I just start killing people. Because people who are sad and just crawling to their death in this game, I'm pretty much just guaranteed to kill them. Like, I mean, come on. Come on, like... how could I not at this point? So... at this stage, we have the final boss of the entire Dark Souls series. or we have an optional boss, an invader, and then the final boss. So we are going to do everything, which means we are going to go ahead and fight the optional boss. Now, the unfortunate thing about this optional boss is that I'm not equipped to fight him. In the slightest. I am genuinely unequipped to fight him because I am running a pyromancy build, which means I do not have what I need. However, pestilent mercury. What does that mean, Tony? What does that even mean? Pestilent mercury is one of the most garbage spells in the game. Here's what it does. Cast the spell. Oopsie. It summons this cloud of mercury, and if I step in it, it even does damage to me. It does damage to anything that steps in it. But the thing is that most targets in Dark Souls are fucking spinning around, right? Like crazy, right? They're spinning around. It's time for Tony's bonus, boys. That's exactly it. It's a garbage spell. However, this spell serves a singular purpose, which is this spell can in fact defeat the toughest boss in the, arguably one of the toughest bosses in the game. It actually cheeses the boss. It's great. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'll just fill up on arrows, so I guess I always have them now. I have so much money and nothing to spend it on. Yeah, there we go. Almost full on that. So we're gonna go and fight the boss with this. And that's probably gonna win us the fight. Like, we can fight him normally, but nobody ever does that. Mercury poisoning is not a joke, my dude. It actually isn't. Mercury poisoning is insane. Fun fact, for those of you who don't know, if you've ever heard the phrase, mad as a hatter, the reason that is a phrase is because hatters used to make their hats out of mercury. Well, they used mercury while making hats. So hat makers would actually go insane due to mercury poisoning. It's a little sad fact for you there. Oh shit. Probably should have summoned in help for this. Also, this is the toughest enemy in Dark Souls. This fucking ladder right over here. I'm not even kidding you. This ladder is the toughest enemy in Dark Souls because so many people just like are running down to the fight and then they just forget there's a ladder and then just die. It's a little sad. When you kill a god with a broken slingshot. That's it. That's what we're doing. So hopefully some boys will be here who also have the spell. I'm surprised there are any summons here at all, to be honest. We can summon an NPC, I just haven't activated her yet, so we're probably not gonna summon her. I don't think I'll summon two people, I'll probably just summon this guy. Alright. Give the old Heil Hitler, as they do. Nice bow, I guess. Oh shit, I didn't do what I was supposed to do first. Equipped all of your fire resistance rings. So here's the trick. As soon as you spawn in, the boss will start charging you. He hasn't awoken yet. Awaken, my master. The spell also has 0 range. It's literally right in front of my face. So he will start charging at us, which is bad. So we gotta run this way and hope he doesn't get us, please. My guy. Oh, shit. Alright, so here's the trickety trick. You gotta let him not charge you over there. Oh, shit. Okay, so once he has done that, do that. You actually can't even target it on him. You can't have more than one mercury out at a time, by the way. You can only have one, which is great. As you can see, this guy is taking a lot of damage from just standing in my mercury. So that's absolutely lovely. Oh no, how did I live that? So as you can see, this guy hits really fucking hard. And he's fast as shit, and you can't block any of his spells. He's angry. I have no idea how I didn't die. I healed myself there and then lived. This fight is hard. This fight is fucking hard. It's hard because he honestly doesn't follow the same rules as a lot of the other enemies. That's one of the reasons he's so difficult. He doesn't feel fair half the time. Basically, he has too much health. He's resistant to 90% of like everything, which is not fair in the slightest. And he's just fast as fuck. It's like fighting a goddamn Bloodborne enemy, but like using the slow-ass Dark Souls engine. It's just really not the funnest thing in the world. So, get ready to watch me die a zillion times, because it's gonna happen. We should probably equip some fire resist gear, because I think that's the only way we're gonna be able to do this. That's the trick to fighting this guy. You have to equip all of your fire resist gear, that way you don't take any damage whenever he, you know, decides to whip out his bullshit. His fight is actually really easy if you have tons of people spamming the Mercury spell. But a lot of people don't know to use that, so... I don't think you understand how fast he was. Oh, I understand how fast he is. I am very aware. Hello? Filianor. Ugh. You're not Filianor. I forgot. Remember that NPC I mentioned will help us if we do the dragon fight? I forgot if you touch the shell and kill that sleeping girl, then that girl refuses to help you because she's actually supposed to be guarding her and she failed in her purpose, so... yeah. That's a little unfortunate for us. Alright, try number 2. Just take a tally on how many fucking tries it takes to do this. Take a zillion, I bet, yeah. Alright, let's get fire resist gear equipped on this character. So what we're gonna want to do is find the fire resist gear, and I know where it is. No. Is it the black iron? It is. It's the black iron. What we need is the black iron armor. Where is that? It's around here. Black iron, black iron, black iron, black iron! And the black iron armor has the most fire resist in the game. So... let's hope it's enough. I really don't know if it is. I don't have enough to wear any gloves, which is really just a shit time all around. Let's humanity up and hope that one of these boys will be willing to help a poor soul such as myself. I feel like the answer to that is no. Tarkus. Oh, fuck. Nobody's gonna be here. Huh. I mean, that other guy wasn't too helpful, so maybe I'll just try this one by myself. I'll give it a whirl. Alright. Wait for him to get up. He's up. He begins every encounter by charging you with the exact same move. There he goes. Run back and to the left, and you can dodge him just fine. He'll do a tailspin, and it's just out of range. Good shit. Here's the unfortunate thing. If I get hit, I'm dead. Hey, buckaroo! Oh, I didn't take that much fire damage, though, which is nice. Hey, how you doing? How you like that mercury poisoning? Hey, yeah, I know, right? Good? Really good shit, I'd say. Ow, fuck you. It used to be that I would take half my health in one hit. Now I only take, you know, a quarter. It's a significant improvement if you're asking me. Please stick your tail in that. Please stick your tail in that. He's not gonna stick his tail in that. Oh! He would have jumped into it, wouldn't he? Oh shit. Oh no, please! Please! Oh, I rolled through that! How did I live? Oh Christ, stick your head in that. Come on, stick your tail in that. Oh, I chose the wrong side. But that movie just lights up half the area. And I chose the area that he lit up, which is bad. Hey, buckaroo! It'd be a real shame if I took damage. Could you maybe not? Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my guy. I know you're a busy fellow. I know you're a very busy fellow. But if you could just take a second and reconsider your life choices, that would be cool. Thank you. Bye. Ow, shit, that just barely hit me there. If only it lasted a little longer. This ring is also unaffected by all damage boosts or buffs of any kind. So this spell is pretty much the worst in the game. Oh shit. Oh, where's he even going? I don't even see him. Oh no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. No, no. Rude. Rude, rude. Hey, bud. Ouch, shit. Oh! Christ. I almost dodged that. Do you imagine if I was melee attacking this boy? I can assure you it would be even worse than what you're seeing currently. Ow, come on. I thought I was just barely out of range. I was incorrect. Oh, no. How did I live that? I don't even know. Oh, God, the tail does so much damage. Oh my god, and he just dives. Yep, I'm Dunions. Dunions. I don't know how we're gonna win. Fucking tail me, daddy. I think at this point, we need to go back to Firelink Shrine and get more Estus. I don't need that many Ashen Flasks. I only need like 2 or 3, because the spell just does not cost anything. Having more Estus is way more valuable than having more Ashen. So let's go ahead and do that. He is one hell of a Scaly. This guy has transcended Scaly status. He is a next level Scaly, you know? He's the kind of guy you really don't want to meet at the furball. How much you guys want to bet that I can't even beat this fight? I bet you I won't be able to fight him and win. If I win, I'll be legitimately astounded. I will be legitimately astounded if I can remotely get close to winning this fight. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, people also just run down this elevator a ton. Sucks for them. I bet you 2 gumballs. If he is still a Scaly, if the scales are all rotted off, well, he still has scales. They're just kind of corrupted by the Abyss, if I recall. We gotta believe. Attempt number 3! Alright, this time I'm going in with more Estus. So that's already better. You'll make it with the power of friendship. You know, that would be true if I had any friends that were here to help me fight this boss, because nobody ever wants to help people do this fight because it's just a pain in the ass and not really worth the effort. Now, when this DLC first came out, there were a zillion summon signs there. All of them people ready and willing to help this boss fight because they were salty for how long it took them to beat it. Well, guess what? Nobody does that anymore because, like, nobody wants to fight this guy. We're your friends, Tony. That's nice. I could fight for my friends. Alright, let's get in there. Hey, buckaroo. It'd be really cool if you just fucked right off! Ah, no! I don't even care if I die on the first hit. Of course, he does the tail swipe. Of all the attacks, he does the fucking tail swipe. I should have healed under there instead of attacking him. Never get ballsy when you're playing Dark Souls or you just die. Oh, goddamn. That was so shitty. Get up on the Hydra's back! Goblins don't like fire! Wolves hunt in packs! If you guys have ever played Dragon's Dogma, that game is literally just characters screaming that at you. In Dragon's Dogma, your character has what's called pawns. Now, pawns are little NPCs you can customize, basically party members. And all they do is shout out the second an enemy comes near, and they'll just shout whatever the enemy, like, is weak to. Or, like, something about them. And 90% of the time you will be walking by goblins, and they will just yell, "Goblins are weak to fire!" Because it's, like, fucking made in the UK, and they all sound like that. Oh, no, I could have summoned a friend. I went in too much. Get good or go home. Attempt number 4. Attempt numero 4. Alright, let's do it. I can do it. Try my best. Oh, goodness. Okay. They're like mini speedwagons. They are, in fact, mini speedwagons. Yeah. Oh, come on! Are you shitting me? Fuck you. Alright, what's he gonna do? He's gonna jump back immediately and then light up half the area, which I dodged. He's really coming out with those heavy-hitting spells first, you know? He's not going easy. Nope! Mm-mm. I don't play that shit. Oh my god. Whenever he does the tail moves, it's like a guaranteed death. It sucks. It's not even fair. Like, it doesn't even feel challenging. I just feel like, oh, well, I died. Cool. Thank goodness. At least he's dumb enough to just sit in my fucking Mercury during this fight, which he wasn't doing last time. It's good shit. Yeah, just stand in that, please. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing his tail thing. Okay. He does take more damage on his head, though. So if you can... Oh my god. No. I needed to run into him. Oh my god. Christ. Well, that is unfortunate. Is Dragon's Dogma a fun game? Dragon's Dogma is a game that has a lot of really nifty shit in it. And I really wanted to like it. But I just don't. Dragon's Dogma is just, it's slow and clunky and awkward for me. Like, here's the thing about Dragon's Dogma. 80% of your gameplay in that game is running from point A to point B. It is point A to point B, alright? And then when you get there, you have a really cool boss fight, you know, where you fight, like, some sort of enemy. And the game is all about fighting, you know, but getting there is the annoying thing. It just takes hours to get anywhere. And it's just not fun. Like, at all. If the game was smaller, if the game world was smaller and just more interesting to traverse, you know... It's just an unfortunate time, you know? I just wish I could like it more than I really do, you know? Maybe I can wear something that's a little better for fire resist. That's, you know, that's better. That's even better than that. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Maybe I can get some gloves. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. I look like shit, though. Tony, would you ever play a game like Monkey Island? That's a point-and-click adventure game, right? Monkey Island? I don't know. Point-and-click adventure games, I used to be all about that when I was a kid. That was my favorite, like, thing when I was a kid. I used to play computer games and play point-and-click adventure games, but really, I have no interest in them anymore, you know? I just really don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm older now, and, like, I'm impatient, you know? I think I'm just older and impatient and jaded, you know? And because of that, if I just get stuck, like, unlike when I was a kid, I'm not gonna try and look that up, you know? Or I'm not... When I was a kid, I wouldn't look shit up, because, you know, the internet was kind of weird and new, and you know. But, like, now, if I need to know anything, I'll just look it up, and, like, that ruins the experience of a point-and-click adventure game, in my opinion. Like, of course that's what I'm gonna do, you know? It's hard not to. He's got his knee in there! Yes. Please, do not. Do not do that, please. Hey, bud. Thank you for taking damage. Hey. Oh, how did that hit me? I don't even know, honestly. Well, I'm just stuck there. Casting my spell like some sort of asshole. Oh, Christ. Alright, heal again. Now, well, he's doing his big wombo combo, which is pretty much unblockable. Which is good for me, because he didn't hit me in any of it. Oh, he's gonna charge me. He's at a distance where he can charge. Yep. Nope. Hey, he's not. Oh! I don't know what that attack was, but okay. Oh! Whoop! Nope! Somehow I lived that. I don't know how. Somehow I'm living through this. Oh, can I get away? Nope, I can't. No! No, do not! Oh, fuck. He did. Nope. Nope. This ain't my first rodeo, buckaroo. Okay. It's like my 5th at this point. Actually, how is he just not taking damage from that? I don't know how he's not taking any damage from that. There we go. I think this is as far as we've gotten so far. There we go, right where your feet are gonna be. Please. Okay, I'm gonna run back in before you... Tail swipes! There we go. Hey. Christ. Alright, well. Sorry, I'm not quite reading the chat as much as I normally would, because this boy is... Oh, no! He does that at half health, and if you're in that, you don't live those. You do not live those. Ow. Please do not swipe me once, and then do not swipe right on me, please, my dear. Would you swipe right on me, dear? I don't think I'd swipe right on him. He's a little rude, admittedly. He's got a little bit of a skin problem. That kind of weirds me out, you know? Not to be rude against you if you have a skin problem. I'm just saying. I'm not really into Madeir's skin problem. Okay, bud. Hey now! You're an all-star. Get your game on. Get laid. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I'm spooked sufficiently. Oh, he's gonna do it again! He's gonna do it again! Oh, 2 in a row! 2 in a row! My favorite, big boy! My favo! You think I'm gonna die to that? You shit out of luck! Oh! I'm gonna die to this? Yes! No! Somehow. Stand still. Somehow, I did not die to that. Ooh, heal. Ooh, heal, please. Ooh, heal, please. More mercury. Never enough mercury. The only element that I need. Mercury's an element, right? No, it's a metal, but the only thing I need. Oh! Oh! Put your bunions in that, please. Christ. Alright. We're doing it. We live those. We live those. We live those. As long as he doesn't tail swipe, which he did. Ow, shit. It's dangerous territory, my guys. Oh no! Wait, what? Huh? What? No! How did I live? How did I live? Oh god, I'm so confused. Oh, help me. I'm having a midlife crisis. Oh no! That was all my health. One more move like that and I'm done. I'll cheese him. I don't even care. Oh no, I should have saved that. Oh my dear. My dear, my dear. No! No, where'd he go? Oh no! Had he just poked his big toe in that mercury, he would have fucking died. I cannot believe that we just lost. Literally, had he dipped his big toe. Christ. Please. You were so close. Oh. Oh, my heart is pounding. Oh, my heart is... Did you see that? Had he just dipped his face... I just need one. We should be okay. Oh my goodness. That was a trip. Tony got so salty the stream died. I'm not even salty. I'm just... Man. I am just overwhelmed by the amount of bullshit that was. I don't even know how we got it that far. Alright, attempt number 6. Attempt number 6. That was a really good try, though. That was such a good try. I should have swapped to my sword and attacked him during that. But I really didn't want to risk it. Alright. He looks like a mage who's trying too hard to be a knight. You know, I look like a guy who doesn't know how to equip armor properly. Fashion Souls is the only way to play. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Summon in some boys. Yeah, I should summon in some boys. I'll get some friends. Let's see if anybody wants to help me do this fight. I think if I have another person, it might be a little easier. But here's the thing, if I summon someone in, it's gonna up that boss's health. And if they're not pulling their weight, then it's essentially just a waste of, you know, a waste of my time because I won't be able to damage him enough. Just one Estus Blast. There are no friends here. Nobody wants to do this fight. Okay, alright. Nah, I don't see any friends. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going in! Get Patches in there? Oh, Patches can't do that fight. The only NPC I could have summoned to help me do that. A little bit, she a little bit hates me. Just a smidgen, you know? Come on, fucker. Let's go. Oh, hi, Mark. Alright, come on. Patches is unbreakable, that is true. And he's gonna tail swipe and miss desperately. Hopefully he doesn't go in number 1 with a bullshit move. Just a little bit of a tough move, but nothing too impossible. It's decently easy to dodge, admittedly. We would just keep his wingies in there. That would be lovely. He's got such beautiful wing. Oh, just a regular side slash. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh ho! This ain't my first time fighting you, my guy. It's like the 6th. All right, come on. Yeah, he's got his head in there. Nice. Oh, no! Thought you were gonna be sneaky, didn't you? Thought you'd be a cheeky breaky. No, no! We don't do that here, Dark Eater, my dear. We don't do that here. Hello? Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he is definitive. Ah, tail swipe. Tail swipe is the most bullshit move that he's got. If you get hit by that, this is all of your fucking health. And that's just no good. Alright, well my Mercury is out, which means some more. Ah! Oh! I'm fucking up so hard right now. Swear to God, if he tail swipes me, I'm gonna be mad. He does right at the end. What? Okay. Alright. Just stay in the Mercury, my dear. You like the Mercury. It's good for you. It is good for you. Please. Right, it's gone. Run back in before he tail swipes, which is about to do. I remember I did this boss fight with my friend, and he was running a sorcery build, so he already had Mercury like ready to go. You know, he didn't have to respec just for this fight, which people do. They respec just to use this spell. And he was so close to killing the boss. I died right at the end, and right when he was about to kill the boss, his head got stuck. It pushed him into the Mercury, and my friend got stuck in it. I lived somehow. I don't know how, but I did. Oh, I forgot he does this move too, where he just summons evil spirits from the nether realm. It's bad. Oh no, that's a waste of my Mercury. And Madeira just fucking killed him. It was awful. With his own Mercury. It was a legitimately frustrating time for him. I was laughing my ass off, though. Fuck if he charges me. Hey, ho, hey! Trying to be on top of him at this point. Oh, shit. Clutch. Okay. Oh, the clutch rolls. More rolls than a goddamn bakery. Okay. Oh god, the stream crashed. It's so intense. I'm still here, boys. I'm in it to win it. I apologize that the stream is having some problems at the moment. Oh shit, he's coming. Oh no, I took a gamble. I took a gamble and it was not good. Tried running into him. Oh, shit. Oh, it's not a goddamn bakery. Dab on him! Dab on him! We win those! Oh, fuck. We fucking win those! Oh god, I'm sweating. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm fucking sweating. Ugh. 300 solaroonies, my boys. Ugh, Christ. I think I'm gonna die. I think I might have a fucking heart attack and die. I'm not even kidding right now. What did I have on for my equipment before? I don't remember what I was wearing. I have no idea what my character was wearing. I think it was wearing like some like clothish boots. Was it the Drang boots? I think it was Drang boots, and then it was like... fuck it, I don't even know, dude.
Ah, well,
oh, shit.
Have
Tony, relax your tits. My titties cannot relax, I apologize. That was a little bit intense. Enough souls to become a god. You know, I could if I wanted to. I'm huffing, I'm puffing. That's it. That's the toughest boss in the game, boys. And we did it by ourselves. I didn't even summon anyone in. Admittedly, we cheesed the fuck out of it with Mercury, but who gives a shit? He's dead. And now we have 2 things, and the stream will come to a close. And that'll be it. Do I have enough equipment space to wear the lap armor? I feel like I don't. Oh no, I didn't allot my Estus. Oh, that's no good. Alright, let's make sure I have all my rings and shit ready. Well, I don't really need it. Okay, so if we go over this way, there's an invader right before the boss fight. Are we fighting the final boss of the series? Yeah, this is the final boss of Dark Souls, period. Which is pretty cool, you know? It's funny, the final boss is actually very symbolic. He's not at all what you would expect if you were expecting some sort of grand gesture, but he's what you'd expect from Dark Souls, really. Oh, does she not come out without the boss being dead? I guess she did.
I am Shira,
no, she does.
daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and
trusted friend of Medea.
At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire,
Fuck you.
and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt
Oh god, she hurts.
for thy treachery.
Well, she's a little upsetty that we killed her boyfriend, Medea, so let's see about killing her. So she actually has a faith build, which she's running a spear, which actually we get for killing her. It's a spear that randomly summons a buff if you use it. It's pretty nifty, I must say. I've seen people run some really interesting builds with it. Are you just gonna block my spells, or what? Ow. 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 Well. Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna go get more Estus Flasks, because that's pretty much the only way I'm gonna be able to beat her. Man. I gotta be honest, I probably should have won that fight on my own. But I'm just so Like, I'm fucked from fighting Midir right now that my brain is just like all over the place. Oh god. Fire sword looks cooler though, to be honest. I think the fire sword looks cool as shit. I think it's a great weapon. I'm really glad I'm doing this build. Yeah, I got wrecked. I really shouldn't have tried to fight her there, but I realized I was just gonna die anyway and just let it happen. Because I really need Estus flasks if I'm gonna fight the last guy. Shit-eater Midir. She's the final boss? She is not the final boss. She is just a random invader coming in to fight us. Now, the cool thing about her is that invaders will not invade you if you've defeated bosses in an area. Like, let's say I defeated the Spear of the Church last stream. Before fighting Leto, Leto would not have invaded us, and we wouldn't have gotten his Great Hammer. But this girl over here, God, I cannot remember her name. I keep wanting to call her Filianor, but Filianor is the name of the girl she's defending, the girl that we killed. She actually invades even if the boss here is killed, so that's pretty cool. I don't know why she's special. We also get to fight her in this little arena, which is pretty nifty. That was the Cleric Beast roar that her weapon just made. Yeah, her weapon actually does tons of different stuff. It can give her like a buff, it can like damage people, it just does tons of shit.
Searched for the dark-stricken iron.
I don't want to hear you talk. I want to human myself up. Thank you. Okay. Well, how you doing? Fuck you. I don't even care if you do a fuckload of damage. Whoop your shit. Oh! Nope! Dunions.
Forgive thy lonely kind.
Well, you got wrecked. Crucifix of the Mad King. It's actually a pretty cool weapon. And a slab. I forgot she drops the slab. There's a lot of slabs this DLC. So I should probably show it, or at least a little description for it. It's pretty nifty. It's a really interesting weapon. Let me just find it here. It's a halberd. A cross hung with a malformed corpse. Once a mad king was born to the pygmy royalty, and Shira, that's her name, Knight of Filianor, put him to rest, but Shira's cross spear, unable to kill the undying king, only... So, let's go ahead and go to the last bonfire. Return the slab or suffer my curse. I actually watched an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog the other day. Every now and again, every couple months, at least like a few times a year, really, I just go and check on Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I'm like, is it really that good? I know it is, but I just have to make sure. And every time I check, it is. It is. Spicy Boi is actually a very skinny guy. Yeah, Spicy Boi is actually the skinniest weight for the character. I always make my characters the skinniest, because that's just what I'm used to. Like, I'm used to what their hitboxes is like. Admittedly, their hitbox is the same as like a fat character, but for me it just feels different slightly. I don't know how to explain it. But I am wearing super fat armor, so that makes up for me being a skinny boy. So let's keep going. If we go back to where we had originally met her, we can actually pick up an item. So let's go ahead and do that. Courage is some good shit, though. Not every episode of Courage holds up, though. There are some episodes that are just really not that good. But let me tell you, Return the Slab holds the fuck up. Now that shit holds. It is fresh, alright? But I don't know, there's some other episodes that just aren't very good. I think the episodes that try to not be scary are generally the ones that are not as good as the ones that are genuinely, like, scary or disturbing. So she died in here, by the way. So it's got her armor and everything, which is cool as fuck. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're ready to go. We can just fight the last boss. And that's it. Tony likes twinks. I always just play skinny characters when I do an RPG, you know? Because when I play an RPG, I like to, you know, put myself into the characters I make, so... What do you think is the scariest moment in Courage, Tony? Oh, God. Do you remember the episode about the lesbians? Yeah, the episode about the lesbians is the one that I watched the other day. Right, you're talking about the one with Bunny and Cat, you know? The cat that comes to... It's called The Mask, I think? That's the one about the lesbians, right? I didn't quite finish it, because I had to go somewhere, but I watched most of it, and I'm pretty sure that's the lesbian one. But yeah, I was watching that the other day. But in terms of scariness, I think everybody just sort of defaults to saying that, you know, Return the Slab is the scariest. And really, I would love to say, nah, people are just bullshitting. But legitimately, when I was a kid, that one scared me so fucking bad that I couldn't in good conscience pick something that isn't that, you know? Let's summon some Sunbros. These are, okay, I want you guys to understand that the boys I'm summoning right now are literally the last people that we will ever summon. If we win this fight, these are the last friends that we will ever have. That's it. We've got QWERTY, looking fresh. And we've got, oh, he's buffing us like a good boy. And we got Shirley. Oh no, he's buffing himself, so if he dies, we'll come back with 1 life. Alright, boys. Time to fight the last boss of the game. He's really fucking fast. Yeah, tell me if you can figure out who this boss is. Just look at his weapons, look at his armor, and look at the way he fights, and try and tell me who this character is, alright? Because it is genuinely super easy to figure out who he actually is. He's a reference to something. He's right over here.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
So this is Slave Knight Gil. Remember, he's the guy who helped us with the painting for the last fight there. He traveled all the way here to find the Dark Soul so that that tiny lolly could make the painting for him. Oh god, he's super fast. And tell me if you can figure out who he's supposed to be. Because it's really obvious if you even look at him for like a second, you can figure out who he is. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the same letter as his name, Gil. So it starts with the G. Who's a character that his name starts with the G, and his Dark Souls related? Who also has a great sword, wears a red cloak, and has armor? Who could it be? I just don't know. Ooh, that guy dodged that like a pro. Oh my god. He has that buff on, that's why he's not even trying to dodge. Is it Gwen? Ganondorf? The answer is Guts from Berserk. It's Slave Knight Gil. Guts. Dark Souls is basically just a love letter to the Guts manga. The Berserk manga. And Slave Knight Gil is literally just Guts from Berserk. His combat stance is exactly the same. He fights exactly like Guts. And you'll notice in the second half of this fight, he even uses a ranged repeating crossbow. Not a ranged, a repeating crossbow. Ooh, he's angry.
Is this the blood?
It is
The blood of the Dark Soul.
phase 2, motherfucker. He gets real strong. So yeah, he has a two-handed greatsword that he one-hands. Flies all around. He's got a cloak just like Guts. A red cloak just like Guts. His repeating crossbow that he uses. He's literally just Guts from Berserk. His armor even vaguely resembles Guts. Literally just Guts. It's hilarious. Yeah, Berserk spent 7 real-life years on one arc in the manga where they were on a boat. And it also went through a very awkward period of time where the art got really shitty because the, you know, the person who draws it all of a sudden went from doing hand-drawn manga art to doing digital. And he didn't know how to do digital, so he just, like, it sucked. Like, it looked bad, but now the manga looks really good. And it, you know, they're not on the boat anymore, which is nice. But nah, for a little while, the manga was actually hot trash, legitimately. Like, really bad. The boat arc was so bad, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I will defeat the final boss of Dark Souls using fire, and claim the flame of Adobo. That's the entire point of this Let's Play, guys. Oh, Let's Stream. Shit on, dingus. No, Qwerty, don't die! I believe in you! Ooh, he's staggered that boy. And I still hit him, even though he wasn't visible. Oh no, shit. Alright, we're almost done. Almost donions. Whoop! Almost! He's dead. Put on my big helmet. Oh shit, I didn't even have my fire rings turned on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final boss of the Dark Souls trilogy. Slave Knight Gil. Slave Knight Gil is a character who has survived since the end of times. Since the beginning of times to the end. That's what I meant to say. He is one of the oldest characters in Dark Souls who is still alive and not insane. He finally goes insane after finding the Dark Souls and is slain by us. The new anime is true garbage. Oh yeah, the new anime for Berserk is hot trash. But if we return to the first DLC and go to Ariandel's chapel, we can talk to the small lolly and give her the blood of the Dark Soul so that she can make a new painting. And here's where the real disappointment begins. Now, the upsetting thing about that boss and why a lot of people think he's disappointing is because every Dark Souls game ends with a cutscene, but none of the DLCs end with a cutscene. Oh, I forgot there's an item here. Chill Bite Ring. So, because there was no ending cutscene for that, it just feels really upsetting, you know? Which is, I get that. They should have pulled out an ending cutscene just for the final thing, but, you know, what can you do? So here's Ariandel doing her painting, and she needs some ink. Give the Dark Soul blood.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee.
Share your name.
My thanks. I will paint a world of that name. It will be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home.
That's it. That's all there is. You get the Dark Soul, you give it to her, and that's it. That's literally the end. You don't even get like some cool item for knowing to come here and give it to her. You don't get anything. The game doesn't tell you to come and give it to her. That's just it.
I wonder when Uncle Gale intends his return. I hope the new painting will be to him a gentle home.
You know? And then her uncle dies too. That's it. That's just it, really. It's the end of the game. There's nothing left. Really, the only thing left to do is to come over here and make some stuff with the souls we have. We can make 2 new things. So let's see what we can make. We can make a giant moonlight greatsword sorcery. Let's see what we can make. Or we can make the weebiest katana in the fucking game. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make a spell. And we can either make Gil's greatsword or the repeating crossbow, which is hot trash. So we're gonna make the greatsword instead. Let's go over here. And I guess spend the rest of our souls, you know? Is there anything else to do? No, we've done it all, guys. We've literally done everything. There's only one thing left to do, and that's just be sad. Is there anything to fight in this world? Nah. That's really it. Everything is done. You know? We stopped the cycle, you know, by fighting the Soul of Cinder after getting all the lords. We went to the painted world of Ariandel and burned it down. We went and killed the last dragon alive. And then we killed Slave Knight Gil, took the Dark Soul for ourselves, and that's it. Spicy Boi's quest is done. Spicy Boi's quest is finally ended. And there's nothing left for him, you know? He fought and he fought. And he doesn't have to fight anymore. At this point, looking out under the horizon is all he has. That's all that's left. How do I feel? Well, I feel good. I feel good, you know? This was a good stream. It's been some good times, some bad times. And I hope you guys had a fantastic time watching me go through Dark Souls 3. I did a full playthrough. I tried my best to do everything for you guys, to show you everything there is to show. And I hope you guys had a good time. And this is the end. Goodbye.